Alert the Channel 6 news team. My stepfather Dan left my mother 5 weeks ago. And since then, my usually cheerful hippie mother Jasmine hasn't smiled once. And she stopped eating her lentil soup and started nibbling on TV dinners. My mother's fascination for substance abusers has paid off once again. Yes, Dan drinks and he smokes. Tip of the day, don't smoke, it's for poor people. Smoke and you might as well move to a trailer park and wear a sandwich board that says, I have no ambition. I, on the other hand, have ambition. I know what I want from life. A good pension, good car, and well-advertised hair care products. Ben Franklin, the American Eagle, and Mr. Clean all have one thing in common. They're bald, but they also represent ambition. We normally see ambition as desirable. However, a landmark study in the April 2012 Journal of Applied Psychology tracked 717 individuals spanning 7 decades and found that ambition actually leaves us feeling less fulfilled. In fact, those who ranked highest in ambition also win in another category: dissatisfaction. Sure, ambition may lead us to achieve what we don't have, but to find balance, we need its counterpart: gratitude for what we do have. Shampoo Planet by Douglas Coupland. 5 weeks since my stepfather Dan left my mother, and how is she feeling? 20% chance of rain. She usually has that breathy, childlike quality of just like a hippie, leaving hash in the microwave, flirting with psychic spoon bending, and giving a Christian name to every tomato in our garden. That's Diane you're eating there, honey. Friends rarely come twice to eat. But now Jasmine fears that she's doomed, so tonight I'm going to visit Dan. Only because she asked me to. Fun fact, Dan swears he's bankrupt now, not because of his business sense, but because years ago he blew his nose into a dollar bill. Right. Unlike Dan, I have ambition. I'm currently studying hotel motel management, a career with a future. Because in a hotel room, you have no history. Only an essence. Hippie gibberish, it surfaces at the most awkward times. Fair's fair. I have one okay memory with Dan. I remember in the Jaguar with Dan shouting, "Mush! What a yuckster." Then fishtailing it in reverse to see if it measures on the odometer. No. Dan's apartment building slumps right next to the highway, locally known as Route 666. I don't want to see litter or smell alcohol, but I knock anyway. Dan's tirade consists of, "You're a spy for Jasmine. You think you know me, but you don't. You're young, you haven't watched doors slam shut all around you. Tell Jasmine I'm moving into my friend's luxury condo. Big screen, jacuzzi, picture window." He makes abandoning my mother seem like a spending spree. Before I leave, Dan runs down the hall to receive a phone call because the space-age phone that he received free with a tank of gas last year has, surprise, surprise, stopped working. I hope my life never becomes a scramble for pathetic fragments of power, trying to fill the vacuum after hope implodes. No, I have ambition. And excellent hair care products from the mall. I love the mall. I'd like to work in the mall photo store someday so I can peek in on snapshots of people engaged in sad random pornography. Tip of the day, don't develop porno pics at the mall. Back home, Jasmine's sitting in her chair made from beaver dams. Ever inventive hippies. And I tell her about Dan. She's glad to hear his phone's not working, of course, and tells me she's thinking about getting a haircut. My interest is perked. Hair is important. What's on your head says a lot about what's inside. Hormonal imbalance? Use mood swing. Flaky scalp? Dandruff dungeon. And to hold it together, a spritz with first strike. Jasmine calls my hair care collection a landfill starter kit, but I say clean hair, clean body, clean mind. But I guess it must be harder to feel 100% happy as you grow older. You surround yourself with people you don't like simply because you know them, and you're resigned to loneliness. I'm almost depressed, but to be honest, right now is an exciting period in my life. There's an opportunity with the hotel division of the Bechtel conglomerate in Seattle, a company car, and a shockingly good pension. When I tell Jasmine, she's hurt. Her hippie instincts prompt her to ask what makes me think money is so hot, and it turns into this ridiculous argument about poverty. I tell her, poverty blows, Jasmine. Poor people sit around surrounded by crying babies, eating lousy food all the time. Jasmine, they smoke. Her features buckle with shame. She says she can't believe a son of hers could be so callow. So much like Dan. Then the phone rings. It's him. Blood pounds in my ears and the buzz in my head increases as days go by. And Dan keeps calling, and Jasmine keeps talking to him behind closed doors and tells me what she does with him is her dumbness, until one day, Dan is back. I can't believe this. Dan is sitting in the kitchen feasting on cheesy nuggies. I remember trying but never predicting what would catalyze Dan into a rage after his 5th scotch and 3 bites of dinner. How I stopped offering my opinions and became emotionless. How Jasmine won't even look me in the eyes and becomes robo-wife. I'll never understand Dan and Jasmine. But I can't stop thinking that my mother believes I'm callow. A creep like Dan. Don't living organisms have a built-in mechanism to protect their young from the foulness of themselves? Is Dan what I'm slated to become? I don't want to believe it. The door slams shut behind me as I rev my car into the empty night. I pass by the plants, once the largest producers of unpronounceable super-concentrated broths for weapons. And I think about all the chances that we create to destroy ourselves. Tip of the day. Never become destroyed. Later, I walk back in the house and a voice from the TV says the world is a cruel and unforgiving place. I don't want to believe it. I hear a thump above. I rush upstairs, through the beads of Jasmine's doorway. I see Dan with scissors. And he's holding Jasmine's arm behind her back, demanding 1 lock of hair for his hope chest. What gives him the right? I spin Dan onto the floor. My fist clobbers his face. His body's twitching, but I can't stop. I am fueled by the mistaken belief that I was exempt from the foulness created by Dan. Fueled by the badness, the greed in this world I chose not to see. For what it was. Fueled by the shame of not being there for the mother I love. I see this creature before me, just as lost as I am. And suddenly it all becomes so clear. She needed me. I needed her. And I know what I really want from life.